Welcome everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you enjoy and love Wizards content, make sure you hit that subscribe button to get daily videos every week. Now let's talk about something that's been bothering me ever since the NBA draft. The Washington Wizards finally got their franchise player in AJ Dybantsa. They already locked up Trae Young for the long term. They have one of the youngest and most talented cores in basketball, and somehow the national media still refuses to give this organization any credit. And honestly, it feels like they're judging today's Wizards for the mistake they made years ago. Let's talk about him. When the Washington Wizards selected AJ Dybantsa with the #1 overall pick, most fans expected the conversation to be about his talent. Instead, the conversation immediately shifted to whether Washington would ruin him. Former NBA player and ESPN analyst Jay Williams even said that he trusts AJ Dybantsa, he doesn't trust the Wizards organization. But here's my question: which organization are we talking about? Because the front office everyone loves to criticize doesn't even exist anymore. Will Dawkins has completely changed the direction of the franchise, and this is something the team kept chasing This isn't the same team that kept chasing the AC. This isn't the front office handing out terrible contracts. This isn't the same rebuild that lacked the plan. They've committed to developing young talent. They've been patient. They accumulated draft assets, and now that they've arguably landed the biggest prospect the franchise has ever drafted. Then you look at Stephen A. Smith. Even after the draft, he continued calling the Wizards basketball an abomination, and basically said that he has zero faith in the franchise. But that criticism feels like it's coming from someone who's looking in the rearview mirror instead of through the windshield. No one is saying that the Wizards are championship contenders today. Nobody expects AJ Dybantsa to carry this team to the NBA Finals as a rookie. But people act like nothing has changed in Washington. That's simply not true. Let's look at what the Wizards actually have. Trae Young is locked in for years to come. AJ Dybantsa is now your franchise cornerstone. Sarr continues to develop. Bub Carrington is improving. Bilal Coulibaly keeps getting better. And Keyshawn George show flashes of a real wing all-star. And if Anthony Davis stays in Washington, that's another veteran leader who can help this young team develop. That's not a hopeless roster. And that's a young franchise with real upside. What's funny is that players around the league seem to understand what's happening. You've seen multiple first-round picks force their way to Washington. Some fans understand what's happening, and even many basketball writers have acknowledged that the Wizards finally have a direction. But television personalities keep repeating the same talking points they used for years. It's almost like they made up their mind before we even try to contend for anything. And changing that narrative takes time. But here's the reality: winning changes everything. Nobody expected Oklahoma City a few years ago. Nobody believed Orlando during their rebuild. Houston was laughed at before they turned things around. Every rebuild franchise reaches a point where people stop talking about the past, start talking about the future. The Wizards haven't reached that point yet, but they're almost there. AJ Dybantsa changes the ceiling of this franchise. Not because one rookie fixes everything overnight, but he gives Washington something they've been missing for decades: a legitimate superstar to build around. I pair him with Trae Young's playmaking, a front office that shows patience, and talent that's still developing, and suddenly this rebuild looks completely different than the ones we've seen. So if people want to doubt the Washington Wizards because of what's happening 5-10 years ago, that's their choice. But eventually they're going to have to evaluate this team based on what they're becoming, not what they used to be. The old Washington Wizards deserve criticism, and the new Washington Wizards deserves a chance. And I think that's the biggest thing the national media is missing right now. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the Wiz Hoops Lab. And tell me down in the comments, do you think the national media is sleeping on the Wizards, or do you think they need to prove everything on the court first? Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see y'all later.